You want to hear my impression of a bird? Tweet, dang it! Tweet! And welcome back to Dread Canaries Against the Iron Storm. I'm Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm, and we are playing on a custom Iron Man mode with rules that I came up with myself. So, just a recap of the rules. I am allowed 2 settlements per difficulty level before I have to change the difficulty level. The difficulty level will only ever increase. I cannot jump up and then jump back down. So I could not, for example, do hard, then go up to prestige, then go back down to very hard. Only goes in one direction. Any losses for any reason, and I have to reset progress on the save file and start over until I have beaten Prestige 20 twice in a row, and I expect to fail this multiple times before I succeed. Now, of course, the penalty is that the save file will always include the tutorial. And because it includes the tutorial, that means I'm going to have to play the tutorial as a penalty every time I lose. Now, since I do expect to lose, in the event that I'm restarting, I'm allowed to play the normal through very hard settlements offline. Off of streaming. I might record some videos where I just, pause the recording and come back in a few years later to give you updates on how it's going, but I am not required to. And the reason I might want to do that is because I've gotten some feedback that normal through very hard doesn't have really any states, especially after all of you wonderful people got to watch me play all the way through the game on impossible, so you know I can handle it. So with all of the front matter out of the way, go ahead and smash that like button if you like this kind of content. I would love to get the algorithm to notice me. That'd be wonderful. And let's take a look at where we are. So, we have completed 1 city. If we go into deeds, we can see I have won 7 games. That means the 2 from the tutorial, the 2 on normal, the 2 on very hard. Sorry, the 2 on hard. And we have done 1 on very hard. So I've got, next is another very hard level. Pop back out. And where shall we put this very hard level? Well, I think Fertile Grounds sounds like a good spot. And since marshlands are generally good for gathering rather than farming, I might as well go here. Now, we, of course, named our last settlement after half of one of my chat members' names. Let's go ahead and name this after another part of the same person's name. Scarlet Orchard, that feels like a very beavery place. I mean, it's me, so everywhere feels like a very beavery place, but what can you do? So we're going to take 8 beavers plus 2 bonus people. We'll bring along 20 coal, 10 wood, 10 crystallized dew, which is kind of unnecessary when the trees have copper. We're going to bring some parts, some mushrooms, eggs, and vegetables. And then for our 4 points, I'm thinking some stone, and I'm thinking fertile grounds means we're going to be able to farm, so I'm thinking some bricks, or not bricks, some clay, just to get us starting. So let's go ahead and hit embark and see how we do. Alright, so our mysteries for this game. We are dealing with the 5 amber every drizzle based on how much hostility we've reached. This just means flat money infusion into my colony. Very good for buying all those nice cornerstones you can get from the trader. Wonderful. Then we're going to have slow movement if we don't have housing. We're going to have worthless tree cutting starting in hostility 2, where we cut trees faster but don't get any wood from it. We're going to have lightning, which I find extremely annoying because it destroys buildings. It just destroys buildings and then I have to rebuild them. Roughly 2 per storm unless I start monkeying around with time. And then finally, we got chances for eating more food. So the only thing that really bothers me here is lightning, because all I have to do to deal with the rotting wood is make sure I have some wood reserves every year and take woodcutters off of Chop Chop. So, let's go ahead and do our initial setup, shall we? We got vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Oh, we got a nice spicy glade up there. Spicy glade to our west. Vanilla, vanilla leading to spice, spice, and then, of course, to the east we have spice. So let's go ahead and just start. You know, I think I'm gonna accept. I'm just gonna embrace the vanilla of this game. We're gonna go ahead and open up these glades just because they're so thin. Maybe not both of them. Maybe not right away. No. There's a spicy glade back here that we can get to pretty easily, plus here and here. So that tells me that expanding to the south feels correct. So what we're going to do, just to neaten this up for my sense of order, we're just going to clear out a couple of trees up on this side. Make a nice path of trees. Not quite open up that glade yet. And then we're going to jump in, and we're going to go down this way. You're like, why are you clearing this many trees? You don't even have lumber camps up. Well, I like plotting out where I'm going to go. It just helps me focus more later when it comes to just managing the town, when I already can envision where I want to spread to. I think that works. And then let's make this a nice sharp corner with a nice 2-tree ledge, a nice 2-tree shelf there sticking out, so we can finally woodcutter's camp and woodcutter's camp. Actually, in case we get a order that has us opening up glades, I'm going to go ahead and put this woodcutter's camp over here. There we go. Now I believe we have a harpy. Yes, we do. We have stone, so I'm going to make a stone path all the way around our hearth. Turn off the burnage of coal and sea marrow and oil, and let's get going. Stone paths are going up. Alright, staff this with beavers, and staff this with beavers. There we go. Meanwhile, we should also get a stonecutter's camp down here, just because there is stone, and we'll probably need that, and a scavenger's camp. Whoop. Just give it a little whoop right there, and that's going to get us our second node down. I mean, might as well, just for the sake of completeness, grab a harvester's camp and take a look at our first cornerstone. So, scouts work 10% faster on glade events for every firekeeper assigned to a hearth. I love that, because if I get expansionistic later, then we can work glade events faster, and they can take like 4 to 6 minutes, so that's basically an entire year. Scouts learn how to be very careful in looting abandoned caches. Every cache opens or lowers hostility by 15 points. I like lowering hostility, especially when there's lightning involved, but I don't love it, because that means I have to have tool infrastructure, and while tool infrastructure is easier on Scarlet Orchard maps than other ones, it is still a bit advanced to get to, but if I get this early, it's more likely to pay off. I'm not even considering the blood price contract, because if my people are dying or leaving me, I'm doing something very wrong on very hard. So let's go ahead and grab silent looting. I talked myself into it, because I think setting up tools is going to be viable. And our first set of orders is in. Let's see what the queen wants. Okay, I mean, I've already got basically everything here, and it gives me parts. Not bad. 4 people as opposed to 2 people is, you know, a lot better, but this is something I can get almost immediately. This will take a while. Hey, chat's already cheering for beavers. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And so I'm not going with this one, because it's 2 more people, sure, but this I can do almost immediately. And I get free amber every year. Remember, that's in my cornerstones. So this doesn't matter all that much. I'm just going to go ahead and grab woodcutters. Let's take a look at our second order. Oh, the queen really wants her packages, but I don't want to give them to her. So let's go ahead and sell goods worth at least 15 amber to a trader, because this way I get to keep the amber, right? I just have to sell goods worth that much. So we're going to go ahead and take booming economy. And then for our third one, okay. Okay, this is actually rough, because copper is very literally in the trees. Like, I don't even have to set up a mine. I'm just going to get the copper ore automatically. And then it would give me advanced smelting, plus infusion of coal and 6 tools. But if I go with the other side, we get the ability to make tools, So I don't have to invest, a blueprint into that. And, more cool, excuse me, and some starting copper. Let's go ahead and go with TikTok. Sorry for that. So here we go. Let's see. Well, we've got the wood. We got the woodcutter's camp. That's nice. I think normally I would hold off until the queen's a little more impatient, but getting more people right away, it's such a good boost to my economy. I'm going to do that now. And let's take a look at our blueprints. Okay. Well, I think we start with the weaver. Harpies like working it. Harpy houses are just cloth, and it gives training gear, which both lizards and harpies like. It doesn't give efficient training gear, but it does give training gear. So let's go ahead and grab that. Since I know we took the fertile ground, I'm going to go ahead and grab the small farm off of this one. I love the ranch, but the small farm lets us empower the ranch. I'm feeling a lumber mill here. Well, so I can either round it all out, get the brickyard, and have all 3 building materials pretty effectively, or we can get temple, which will fulfill some of our needs. I mean, the smelter's also good, because we know we're going to have that tool shop later. The only thing I need bricks for is lizard housing, and I only have 1 lizard. Okay, let's get the smelter. I mean, we took this silent looting, so I need to get my tool stuff up and running as fast as possible. Let's grab a crude workstation. This can just be built with wood. Yeah, this needs bricks. That does need bricks. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to say we want 6 bricks. And we want 2 cloth. And no planks. We're going to make this a lizard, just because I'm not too fussed about carrying capacity. I know the internet loves the carrying capacity perk, but I don't. I should. It's probably optimal, but I can't get excited about carrying more stuff. We'll probably change that later. Okay, now also, I should probably be gathering the stone since I've got the extra workers right now. Okay, so we can open up this dangerous glade next year, because we got this real thin line. That's beautiful. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually flip this chopping camp over to this side. Go ahead and do that. There we go. That'll clean up a nice little area to get started. Okay, now we have this, which means I can put a beaver in here, have them make planks, and we can set up the weaver like this. Meanwhile, we've got 4 bricks, so I can tell this to stop making bricks, and we can make a smelter. Wonderful. And then on the opposite side, we're going to set up our blight post. And because I'm not feeling terribly efficient, we'll do a trading post next to our blight post. Move this choppy over here. I know, lumber camp, but choppy sounds so much more friendly, don't you think? For the chopping of the trees. We can fire these 2 harpies. I should be thinking about getting more food. I think I'm going to wait on that until I get more people. We got 1 lizard, not lizard, we got 1 beaver here. Great. Okay. And I can put 1 harpy. On weaving fabric, so we can start getting fabric going. Was the stone deposit already wiped out? That's wonderful. Beautiful. Alright, let's see who we got for our year 2 influx of people. Well, let's grab another of everything, I think. We are going to go ahead and make this a harpy. Ooh, I love my plus 10% chances for bonus yields. I also like protected trade, but I've already got the cash thing for lowering hostility of the forest. So this would just let me keep forest hostility really down. Otherwise, rebellious spirit would let my people get happier the angrier the queen gets with me. And that can be a real lifesaver, especially if I want to go for some of the deeds that take a while. Let's go ahead and go with the rebellious spirit. Meanwhile, you're... Yeah. We're gonna move this over here. With orders to just do a quick pop into this glade. Just hello. Just hi. Right into this glade. And this guy is going to go this way. And what we're gonna do is we're going to do that. We're gonna do this. And by that, I mean that, so that it's right up against the trees I want chopped down. Okay, and then I'm going to put a harpy in here. We made this a harpy, right? We did. Okay. You're out of stuff to fabricize. You're out of stuff to lumber. Yep, we're going to take off our restrictions, and we have no clay, but we do have stone, and that is just fine. Meanwhile, let's put 6 this way, and you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way. Alright, and then over here, hey, look at all that farm field. Yes. And is that that's a clothier. Ooh, nice. Okay. What can we do with this? Nothing. We don't have the stuff. Well, okay. How do we get the stuff? Cloth is kind of obviously the easiest, but I don't know if we can actually get it. Shove this here. We should probably build ourselves a nice makeshift post and set 2 lizards on gathering these eggs so that we can get 6 packs of provisions. You know what? This can't do anything, so we're just going to go ahead and stick it right here. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, we can easily fix that. We're just gonna move this guy just over here. Try to focus on that same patch of trees. Hi, Jorg. Okay. So I got 20 amber, and that's nice. We could get a plantation. We can get faster wood cutting. Ooh, mold supply. Lots of grain. Bunch of really good options here. I mean, the obvious thing to do, right, is this. And then maybe add as many eggs as I can. right? And then what we're going to do is buy 5 more. And then we're going to get the multiply. There we go. And the reason I did that was to get this 26 out of 15 goods sold, which will let me turn in this order. Gives me 10 more amber plus 2 more people. And then I can go back to this guy and do nothing, because I want to keep my amber, I think. Maybe I should buy more food. There we go. So we bought a bunch of eggs. And you're like, why are you buying eggs? You have so many eggs already. Well, because I want to make some packs of provisions out of eggs. I'm going to make 6 packs of provisions, because I need 6 packs of provisions to do this. We're going to swap this out with a harpy. We're going to swap that out with a harpy. Okay, get 2 hubs up to level 2, or 18 packs of crops would give me 25% on farming. And again, I've got the fertile fields modifier on this map, which means lots of farmland. So this advanced farming is actually going to pay off pretty big in the long run. I don't so much care about amber, because I'm getting amber for free every year. I don't so much care about tools, because I'm going to get that free tool shop, right? And so all this really does is give me 5 more items at once, whereas this gives me more food production. So that's what we're going to go with. Okay, get 50 mushrooms. I don't have a good way of getting mushrooms right now. I do like this one because flat +1s to basic production is good, because your flat bonuses happen first and then your multipliers, right? So if you've got a 20% chance for bonus productions, that +1 is really a 1.2. It ends up being big. So that's what we're going to go with. And let's go ahead and put 1 dude in here, making those packs of provisions. Let's go ahead and tell 2 beavers to come over here and work this. And we're going to take these supplies, because I have a feeling we're going to need ancient tablets and maybe some crystallized dew later. Oh, we've got another blueprint. That's wonderful. Okay. We've got a clothier that we can restore that we found, so I don't care about this. And that means I don't care about this either, because this gives me pigment and barrels, right? It doesn't give me coats, because I'm already going to have a better coats. Oil is nice. It's not great, since it doesn't give us that crazy resolve bonus that it used to, but it's nice. Coats is crap. Incense is good for lizards. Not that we have a lot of lizards. Wine is great for beavers, just fantastic for beavers. And then pickled goods are good for beavers and lizards. And I think jerky is good for lizards and harpies. I'm going to go with the cellar. So you guys are scheduled there. You're doing your first set. What did we unlock? Okay. Well, now I'm sad that I sold all of my resin. But we're going to go ahead and save this one with planks, I think. And we are going to... See, here's the thing, right? I'm already getting 3 ancient tablets here, right? The converted harmony spirit altar doesn't do anything right away, but it does add 1 resolve for every for every unique service building that I build over the course of the game, or that I have over the course of the game. So that could be really good for resolve in the long run. And while working it, though, resolve drops very quickly. But it only takes 4.5 minutes to work. I think we can do this. And we're going to say it with planks, because, I'm already producing the planks I need. I just need to tell this guy to deliver them as soon as possible. So we're going to say investigate. And we're going to go here, and we're going to tell this guy, hey, just force deliver that. Just deliver that as soon as you can. Meanwhile, this guy's working on a second pack, so I'm going to tell him to stop making packs of provisions, because as soon as he's done, This way he's going to deliver it all, right? Just delivers it all. Go on. And then get rid of that and get rid of him. Get him out of there so that he can work on building the town, which I've been kind of neglecting. All right. I'm feeling a little bit like a rain collector. Sounds real good. Just one for now. And... We've got 7 bricks. You know, I'm going to put a limit of 10 bricks on this, just so I don't do all of it. We don't have anything we can be using for that, so I can fire that weaver. These guys are working that. Nice. This can be restored with stuff I don't have. I'm going to move this guy this way. And I'm actually going to move this guy this way, just so that I can finish clearing out this corner. Completionism is a big motivating factor in my personal life. Just my personal life. Okay, so that's going to clear out both of those. Let's go ahead and swing this to the side here. And we are going to neaten up the edge of this glade. I'm just going to neaten it all the way back here. Give it a nice little shelf. Getting close to this flaming hot glade in the corner. There we go. Just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little more. And whoop, there we go. So that is all the trees that we want to cut down, and that should probably do it for cutting trees for a long time, as we say in the business. Just a long time. You know, that is what we call a project. You know what? Let's move this closer in. I should be working on this area so I can put housing here and have my neat little village. You know? Yeah, okay. Right, I don't have housing unlocked yet. Okay, well, things I wish I'd thought about earlier. This is fine. Yeah, this is totally fine. Because see, what we can do, right, is just swing this around that way. And then what we're going to do is put housing. Well, we will put housing like that. And congratulations, your front door is straight into the back of this lumber mill. You don't mind that, right? Like, none of you would mind living with your front door opening directly into a giant spinning lumber mill blade, would you? That's prime real estate. Get the tool shop. Should probably get a lizard in here. I'm going to set this cap at 10, just to keep us with some fuel to get started with. You know, as we get going. 1, 2, 3. Haha, it's open. All right. Second shelter. The only downside we're seeing right now is that people are moving slowly if they don't have housing. So we are going to put up some housing. Shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, our harpies are sad, but that's all right. If I favor them... Okay, we're gonna move this all the way over here. We stop favoring the harpies. I'm gonna move this because I really like having... You know, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that works. Because we're going to put a tool shop here. Yeah, that works for me. And a road like that. And a second rain collector here in case we get that quest that requires 2 rain collectors. And the one thing we don't currently make is bricks, but hey, the rain mill will let us do something with those farms once we get them up. We can make it into flour. I love the bakery, but I need a way to make flour before the bakery does anything. So we're going to get the rain mill. And actually, because we're getting the rain mill, we are going to move this little building back that way. Whoop. 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 And just to fit our aesthetics, it's going to go like that. And this is going to go like this. There we go. Excuse me, Harpies, I need you to be happy. Thank you. Okay, more mushrooms. Hey, bonus produced on the small farm. I love this. We're just going to make the small farm crazy good, which means we actually need to make one. Having an excellent blueprint for building does nothing if you don't build the building. Fun thing I learned from playing my favorite board game, which is Eclipse, is it might be difficult to win a game, to win a war when you have underdeveloped ships. But it's impossible to win a war when all you have is real nice blueprints. Can't attack the enemy with blueprints. It doesn't work. Okay, let's go ahead and get that. It's a nice balanced mixture. We're gonna whoop these guys a little bit closer. Just whoop them right there. We need a couple more housing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this seems like a good spot for me to put the service building when I eventually get it. And that tells me that my housing should be here. And that'll get us up to 24, which is, again, is the amount that I like having per hub. That way, if I lose villagers for any reason, they can still give me any bonuses that we're getting. And that means, you know what that means. You know that that means it is time for us to make ourselves some decorations. Night ferns? I'm feeling some night ferns. So we're just going to do a nice triple row here with lizard posts. And we're going to fence them in. And that's not going to get us all the way. No. But it will get us a good deal closer. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. There we go. So there we go. We got the basis of our zone going up. Did I just delete a building? You can't do it because we don't... Oh, no, we do have stone. We just don't have any... we don't need more bricks right now. That's fine. We have a decent amount of wood, decent amount of coal. Don't know where we got all this coal, actually. I thought we used some of it, but I guess not. Rain mill's waiting on cloth. The tool shop's waiting on cloth. And we can make cloth, so let's go ahead and do that. Scavenger's camp is out of eggs to collect. I'm feeling... I want this to be actually beavers. I want to make harpies my farmers. Go. That gets us most of the way there. If I move this a little bit closer, And I move this over here, and by over here I mean behind that, and then move this behind that. Let's actually go ahead and make a fence corner and some more fencing. It doesn't show up when you look at your town, but that's alright. We know it's there, and they know it's there, and that's the important thing. Alright, yeah, check that out. And that will finish the comfort buildings plus the decorations. Then we just need the, well, plus the aesthetics. Then we just need the harmony decorations and a service building to complete the mix. Hey, Jorg, hi. Okay. So we need to do trade routes, which means I need packs of provisions, but I don't have the food necessary to do that yet. Planting crops being faster doesn't do a whole lot for me right now. I think the woodcutting movement does, though, so we want to get 3. And I'm thinking that we can... No, I want this for tools. I can sell that. Yeah. There we go. I'll let our woodcutters move faster. That sounds real nice. Let's pick up some more orders. Have 50 copper ore, get us 4 people and 6 tools. I love that. As opposed to +2 meat production, 5 lizards, and 8 parts. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with industry, because that seems immediately turn-inable. Okay. And Harpy Resolve. Sure, we can go with Harpy Resolve. Now, in the smelter, right, we are going to want some lizards. Specifically to make copper bars, and biscuits. Making copper bars and biscuits sounds great. And then we can put a... Yes. Let's put a second beaver... No. No. I think I want another woodcutter's camp, actually. We are going to put a beaver here. We're going to put a beaver here. That should work. Do I have anything that lets me make packs of crops more efficiently? No. That's okay. I do think I want a storage building right there, though. Just directly across from the farm so that we can get all of the farm product every year. That's going to be important because we're going to need that flour. Like, we're going to need the grain to make flour and to make packs of crops, right? I'm just going to need it. We're going to put one of everything in this. It's going to be a nice group effort for now. We're missing a service building, so if you can have a service building... Okay. So, okay. See, the thing is, I can 100% get hashtag housing for beavers here and make my beavers very happy. But I feel like the market is the thing that I actually want. Because the market lets me get that first hub totally completed. And I always feel good if I can complete a hub before I start working on the next one. That way, but I would need to make wine and make cosmetics for it to give me anything more than bonus carrying capacity. Let's go ahead and make the market, though. We're just going to make the market and call it good. And since the market is a 4x4 building, right, it's not 4x3, it doesn't quite fit where I wanted it to, we're going to put it here. know that we are low on food. That's okay. We definitely need to clear out this area and set up another farm. So let's do that. Now, remember, rotting wood makes this totally useless. Like, cutting wood right now does nothing. So we have to lower our hostility anyway. That doesn't quite get us there, and I don't feel like burning any fuel. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to fire. Oh, this doesn't have reach of anything anyway, so let's move it closer. Not quite enough. There we go. So now we're back down to just having slow moving for people who don't have housing. Only one person doesn't have housing, which means no real effect here. Just putting a single harpy in the market is enough to increase our carrying capacity by 10 in addition to this. So everyone's getting plus 15 carrying capacity right now, which means they can carry a ton. When they are emptying anything, they just carry it right out. Free tools per glade, but we don't need that. We've got a tool shop, so I'm ignoring this. Every 2 newly solved dangerous events lower hostility by 50. That sounds like a great way of lowering resolve, but I don't know if I need it because, again, I've got the opening caches bonus that lowers the hostility of the forest. Wood production increased by 1, but harvesting and planting are slower. I'm not willing to do this. I'm going to go with calming the forest. And let's see. Looks like we're a little low on lizards comparatively, so let's go ahead and get this. And take a look at our employment situation. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and dump 2 more lizards in the blade post. Cool. Then we are going to fill this with beavers. That's already full of beavers. And this can get another beaver. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. If we look at our supplies, we don't have really any fabric, so I only really need 1 person here, because it's not like I can do anything with it. We have 6 tools, that's fine. Let's up your maximum to 20. You're turning grain into flour. You're turning flour into biscuits. Love it. Love it. Okay. You're making barrels. No, 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 no. No, no. No, that does not happen. First off, we're going to move you down here. Secondly, we don't make barrels. We just make tools. And we're going to double up on lizards for this, I think. Yes. That should work. Now, I do need packs of provisions, but for packs of provisions, I need food. So let's go ahead and build ourselves another small farm. And if I did that right... we run a road this way. And that will actually completely cover this farmland, giving us a second farm, which I can staff with more harpies. More harpies. Excuse me. Harpies. There we go. Harpies are in. So that is going to get us a whole lot of flour. And with that whole lot of flour means we can... First off, let's cap the flour at, I think, 50. And then we are going to go up here, and we are going to start doing packs of crops with the rest of the grain. Because I need 18 packs of crops to increase the production of the farm by 25%. Now, since the farm currently has, right, 3 and 9, that's going to become 4, because, you know, 1/4 of 3 is basically 0.7, 0.75. but the game rounds up to whole numbers. So 0.75, it ends up being a whole 1. That gets us to 4. And then it does the same thing with 9. So if you increase 9 by 0.25, that ends up being 2. Because I think that rounds down. I don't think that's enough to round up. If it rounds up, that's going to be ridiculous. I have 16 tools. I only have 1 unemployed person. You know what? You're not doing anything. Let's go ahead and fire you and come over here. We're going to grab 30 Ooh, yes. That's going to give us bundles of herbs, which we can turn into packs of provisions. Love that. Okay. Do I have anything that lets me do packs of provisions? Not cheaper. All right. So our food situation, not excellent, but it's improving because we've got these 2 small farms, right? And we've got the ability to turn those small farms into flour, which we can then turn into biscuits. Everybody loves biscuits. We've opened a glade. And in that glade we found some reeds. And we found some stone. Which is very nice. You know, we can probably just finish off that road. Oh, and then we go. We got some sea marrow and some more wild grain. Swamp wheat field, which I think we need a forager's camp for it. Yeah, we need a forager's camp for it. Okay, so getting packs of trade goods. Do I have a building that lets me make trade goods to start with? Yes. 2 of them. And we can do that with flour. Okay, so trade goods might actually be better than I usually think they are. Especially when it gives me building supplies that I'm having a tough time getting. The amber I don't care so much about, because remember I get free amber every year. On the other side we get faster traders, builders carrying more, which I don't care about, between my harpy in the main hearth and my market carts. Like, okay, I've got plus 15 already. Do I really need builders to carry plus 20 supplies? That seems like a lot. And then the plus 1 crystallized dew production is good if we set up like a mine. Like a copper mine automatically has a chance of producing crystallized dew. But otherwise, the smelter just lets me smelt copper bars. And anything I can use crystallized dew for, I can use copper bars for. So in this case, I feel like it's going to be easier for me to do the trading goods order. So let's go ahead and do that. Sorry for briefly stepping out of frame. I decided I wanted to sit down. And that is me just slowly cranking down my sit-to-stand desk. Very nice. I love sit-to-stand desks. It helped me I can modify my posture based on how I'm feeling. Because like if I'm getting tired or having trouble concentrating, standing up just really seems to help. And then sitting back down is always such a relief. It's a really nice trade-off. We've got tons of wood. We got a decent amount of other stuff. Harpy resolve is low. We're low on food. Of course we are. They do... Okay, yeah. Okay, there's our second set of packs of crops. Very nice. How are we doing on tools? We have 20. Okay, well, let's go up here. And I'm feeling... Do I want the copper? I think I want the copper. So we're going to go and investigate that. Ah, Sahilda. That's a new face. So, Sahilda, okay, we've got a herbalist camp and a trapper's camp. Sounds really good. Plus the movement speed. Like, all of these are great. I'm going to go ahead and start by grabbing a herbalist camp. And then it's 24, 34 more. I've got 3. So if I can get 31... Let's see if we can get to 31. Well, for one thing, I could sell my ancient tablets, which I was saving in case I needed them, but it doesn't look like I'm going to need them. I don't have that many orders left, and if I do need them, then I'm just going to be sad later. That's totally cool. I'm cool with that. I think I can sell my resin, and I think I can sell my tools, because I've got a lot of tools coming in, so I'm not fussed about that. And then I think I can save the rest of it with wood. Let's make it both of these, which is very nice. And then our herbalist camp can go over here to get the herbals, and our trapper's camp can go here to get the nothing. Okay. Now we're in the storm, and during the storm, wood cutting doesn't matter. So we are going to fire these beavers, and that doesn't take us down to hostility 1, so wood cutting still does nothing. So we're going to move this closer in, and we're going to fire these beavers. And that gets us where we need to be, and then we're going to put a farm field here. And do that. Scavenger's camp has no deposits nearby. That might be a bit of a problem. So we're going to go ahead and move these guys. Oh, it would be a problem if we hadn't, you know, opened up these other camps. So first off, I need 2 harpies that aren't doing anything. So, sorry ladies, you are no longer farmers. We're going to replace your farming with beavers, because I can send you over here to this herbalist camp where you have a 10% bonus chance of extra production, and that's going to give you 20%, right? 10% normal plus another 10% for having a tier 3 hub. There we go. We can also open up this clothier, just rebuild it. Since I've got people not doing anything. I've got a couple of camps that are currently not being used, but I want to save those because I want to have beavers free to just go right back onto wood cutting as soon as this ends. We've got all of our packs of crops, so we don't need that. I'm going to hold off turning in the order, because remember, turning in the order lowers the Queen's Impatience. Lowering the Queen's Impatience raises the hostility of the forest, and then I'd have to fire another woodcutter. We're not doing that until now. 25% bonus yield. So as we said earlier, this should be 4 and 11. Plus 4 and 11 means we are going to be rolling in grain. Okay. Bonus herb production gives us a short-term bonus to how much herbs we get. 2 amber for every 20 sea marrow produced. We just found a deposit of sea marrow, so this would give us money. We know it would. But the root delivery line gives us food, and we've been having constant food issues, and this is food we don't have to gather. So we're going to go ahead and do the root delivery line. We are going to put a harpy in here, and we are going to tell them, hey, make packs of provisions out of herbs, but only make like 20. grab a forager's camp, just so we have some camp completeness. As soon as this is done, I will bring those guys over onto wood cutting. Let's see. That looks nice. Let's go ahead and put lizards all over the place. Just lizards everywhere. And I really should be thinking about another hub. But unfortunately, I haven't really been digging myself a spot for another hub. I mean, I've kind of been going straight south, so straight south should do it. There we go. That should go very nice. And once we got a few packs under our belt, we'll be able to start doing these trade routes. We need another harpy for our harpy happiness. We need to do trade goods. Where are we getting barrels? Did we find barrels? I think we found barrels. But we're going to do this with flour. Okay, we've dug open another glade. And normally I would want to do this with Spark Dew, because I've got the ability to make Spark Dew pretty easily. But I don't really want to wait. So we are going to actually fire these two guys. And we're going to have them come down here. We are going to do this with oil. And I am feeling 3 wine when we make ale. That seems not as good, because we do have a cellar, but we also have so much grain that I think it might be worthwhile. And then I believe we should have not enough. We don't have enough tools. Why not? What's going on in our tool shop, guys? Oh, you're almost done. Well, that makes a lot more sense then. So if we only need 12, let's go ahead and... I'm liking taking these for stuff. So that's what we're going to do. And I believe that's 3 caches that we've opened. There's a deed for opening, I believe it's 20 in a single game. Let's check. Okay. That doesn't apparently do what I thought it did. Win a game after opening 20 caches found in glades. So we're going to try for that. We're going to see if we can manage that. Probably not. The queen's pretty impatient with us. There we go. Let's take a look at trade routes. Only 2 possible trade routes. Well, let's go ahead and sell that. And I guess we will sell this. Stonecutter's camp has nothing nearby. Well, that's fine, because there is some sea marrow right here that we can totally use. Let's go go ahead and put these beavers back on that. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, I beg to differ. I see lots of trees of green. Red roses too. There we go. And I think to myself, what a scarlet orchard. We should probably tell you that biscuits can also be made out of, you know what, berries, because we've got a bunch of berries. Oh, we finished our trade routes. So let's sell you some of that. And we've got a decent amount of amber, so let's... sure. Let's knock out some of these trade route orders. Now, keeping in mind that I got the ability to make foragers' camps, right? That's for 10 wood and 3 parts. Rebuilding one for 6 wood is a discount, but it's not a huge one. So we're going to go ahead and take the mushrooms. Okay, so you want me to serve ale, and you want me to open up 3 dangerous glades and solve at least 2 events. You know, I like this solving 2 events because I don't know that I'll get the other service building I need for the other one. And I think I like this too. Trade routes are faster, parts, provisions when you open up a glade. This looks like it would take a while. And we've already done some of the trade routes, plus we're getting free amber every year. So I'm not too fussed about 16 trade routes and 20 more amber. Can't really afford to do that right now. Arbalist camp has no deposits nearby, but there's berries on the other side of the map that we can go get. So we're going to go get those. Didn't mean to open that up during the storm, but I guess we did, so that's fine. Termite mound. Okay. Bonus mushrooms plus some clay and a couple of ancient tablets or free food. I love the idea of free food. Which will make people unhappy for a little while, but I think it's otherwise overall good. Because now that we got our 2 farms pumping away, and we've got our biscuits coming out. +3 global resolve for 60 seconds whenever I finish a trade route. Or people get +1 for every 2 impatience points. So basically a permanent +3. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab the rebellious spirit. That's going to massively increase our happiness. Plus, now that we have more than 10 harpies, if I favor the harpies, that does not get us anywhere close to where we need to be. Oh, there's so many reeds. Let's go ahead and... actually, Let's make some training gear, too. Sother, hi. Apothecary would be good for... Well, we've already got biscuits, but it would be good to give us the access to cosmetics for the harpies and the incense for the lizards if we got the ability to do religion. Being able to make oil doesn't really phase me all that much. Builders carrying more doesn't do jack. I mean, I could buy wine. I'm going to take the apothecary. There we go. Because, see, we've got the market, right? And the market lets me distribute wine to the beavers. Which... let's go ahead and do that. Beavers like working in the tool shop, so we're going to go ahead and have them do that going forward. I don't think I need barrels right now. We have so much grain. Okay, so we've got a trapper's camp already made. We've got an herbalist camp. We're making a forager's camp. We've got a scavenger's camp. We've got a harvester's camp. We've got a stone cutter's camp right here. That all sounds pretty good. I've got some unemployed people. We've got 26 tools. Let's go ahead and open up this cache. Woodcutters carrying more. Pigment, coats, and scrolls? Sure. Let's do that. Oh, I should be looking at trade routes. My word. Yes. No. No. But that's gonna get us this. How much have we lowered the hostility of the forest? First off, okay, so what's going to happen, right, is they're going to finish this, and that's going to raise everyone's resolve by 7, which is going to put the beavers over to 30, so the beavers are going to start getting us points. So are the harpies, and then if I favor the harpies, now the harpies are at 24. We can turn in this order to give us bonus production on cloth. I just have to keep Harpy Resolve up for 2 minutes. We're going to send 2 lizards down here to gather this. Hey, look, glade events, we can carry more. That's going to be silly. Our food has completely stopped being a problem. So that's going to be 5. Maybe we can do the glades. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, let's take a look at where I can put another hearth. I could put another hearth right here, but it won't let me. like the idea of putting one there. Let's grab a trapper's camp. Because what we're going to do is we are going to move this over here, and we're going to cut out that chunk of trees. Chunk of trees. Like Tonka trucks. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just talking shit. Like this is unfathomable at this point. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and I think gather the foragers camp, and the stonecutters camp is empty. But I think we can just move these guys back this way. And then you know what? Let's actually just stone road this whole area. Just stone road all of it. There we go. We're going to finish all that this year? No idea. Do we even have enough stone for all of that? Not yet, but we're gonna, and that's the important part. We need to open up 2 more dangerous glades. How are we looking at our orders? We've got all of our orders available, so that's nice. People are super happy right now. Okay, the packet provisioner just gives me better provisioners, which are nice. I think I'm going to go with the kiln, actually, because I don't currently have a good way of getting bricks. And let's... Totally unnecessary fencing. There we go. I don't need that fencing, I just like it. I just like it. Okay, now again, we have to lower the hostility of the forest in order for tree cutting to do anything. But I kind of want to clear cut this area and not so much worry about it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fire these beavers. There we go. And I'm doing that just to negate the lightning, but I actually do want the faster cutting speed with no production, just so we can clear out this area. We're going to leave this tree. I like it. Harvester's camp has nothing to harvest. Well, if we check that glade, and that glade, there's nothing over there. But there are some reeds back this way that we can get. Nice. Okay, good. Oh, hey! Farmers have a 75% chance to produce double yields when under the effect of biscuits. I love that. I love that so much. Because they like biscuits, right? And we're making biscuits. Looks good. 15, 14, 14. So we want pretty even across the board now. And we need to be doing more trade routes. Yeah, we want to do that, but we do need to get a little bit more resin. Let's go ahead and turn on this and turn this off so we can be a little bit more efficient with our fuel. We're going to increase our purging fire all the way up to 50. Let's just make sure we have plenty of it. I think I can replace you with a pair of beavers who will be a lot happier doing what you're doing. Actually, let's make it 1 beaver. No, I've got enough planks. Let's make it 2 beavers. Yeah. Alright. The kiln is an interesting idea. Let's staff this all the way up with lizards. And then what we're going to be able to do is to, since this is going to turn our wood into coal, we're going to be able to use coal instead of wood pretty much everywhere. Yeah, that looks real good. Now we got 5 harpies left over. Forager's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, you know what? I don't believe you, because there is so much more out here. Lots of food. Okay, we can do that now. And we could buy all of the options. I mean, not that one, but that's okay. Got 2 beavers in here. Oh, hi, Sother. Unfortunately, I kind of used all my money, but you don't have any perks I really care about, so that doesn't matter. We could buy, let's see, it's wine and cosmetics right now. That would make these people happy, but I don't think I want to do that. We've got so many tools. What if I bought flour and herbs with, say, 40 tools? Wow, we don't even need to do 40. We can do 30 tools and maybe some sea marrow. And what that'll let me do is let me make trade goods, but it'll also let me make more biscuits. And biscuits are going to increase massively. What was it? 75% chance for double yields plus 10% chance for double yields, right? So we have 85% chance for double yields when we're making 4 and 11. I just realized this is a beaver. No. That should work nicely. Okay, we're out of space to cut wood. we should probably think about opening up glades at this point. So we are going to go ahead and do that. But not that one. And then for makeshift hearth, I think I wanted it here. That looks good to me. We'll run a road around it. We will put a mine just in case we somehow need more copper. I don't think we're going to need more copper because, dang, we have a lot of copper. And we will put housing like so. And we are going to run path. We're just going to make sure that I didn't say stone path, at least initially. Because I want all of my stone going toward my, what I think of as my capital zone. Right, the area around where I first started on this map. So we will do that. Oh, and you are out. So let's work our way this way, shall we? We have so many building materials, this is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do that too. Trying to get up to 16. We'll get there eventually. And we need, what, 12 more packs of trade goods? How you guys coming on trade goods? Slowly. It's fine. We never got any of the other farms. I mean, that's okay. We've got so many. Like, small farms can just cover us so much. Excuse me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're winning on happiness. So that's the problem, right? Is it's so hard to balance whether you're going to win early on happiness or if you can drag it out to open all the glades and all the caches you need for certain deeds. Let's go ahead and fire some beavers, and we're going to put some of these beavers in the rain collector. And we will tell our weaver to stop making packs of trade goods, and we will go here and see what we can sell. Oh, plenty of vegetables, love that. Tons of plant. You know, let's sell all of the planks and just get so much money. We're gonna raise this to 50. Love this. Let's go ahead and just run a nice path like so. Just a little dirt path out here. This needs to be a lizard. Do I have a spare lizard anywhere who's working a job that doesn't have to be lizards? Wow, look at all those blue glows. People are really happy working in this town. I mean, yeah, this doesn't have to be lizards, but Don't know what else I'd make it, so we'll leave it alone. Okay, we opened up another glade, and we've got a clan hall. Sure. The herbalist camp up here has no deposits nearby, but I'm pretty certain, yeah, that there's herbs right here we can grab. And if I take a look, we have 8. Okay. Sure, let's go ahead and do safe haven. Let's just lower that hostility right down. And I guess we're getting a mix. And we'll put a lizard here, just so we can get another section up. And then for housing, let's build a shelter. And behind that shelter, we are going to put a big ol' lizard display. Love that. We still need to have two people work this, so I guess this is going to be some harpies. And we're going to keep the goods. So we can put 2... Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I love this. Love this so much. We have 34 tools. It's a ridiculous number of tools. Harvester's camp has nothing nearby. Well, is there anything we can harvester anywhere else? Doesn't look like it. Let's actually bring the scavenger's camp out, because I feel like I keep forgetting it's back there. I mean, I could use it to get eggs, but at this point our food situation's kind of resolved itself. So we're not gonna. How are we doing? That's solved. This is getting solved. There's no... Oh, there is a cache back here. Let's open that up and use it for parts. Take a look at our trade routes. There we go. Alright, so we have an on-fire destroyed Rainpunk Foundry, which we can totally go fix with Spark 2. And we are going to rebuild it. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well... Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. What? Sure it does. That should work. New threat. Living matter clone. Right, because this spits off living matter as we work it. But that's okay. We've got a ton of wood. Bit of a problem there. That living matter is getting a little bit out of control. Hi, Sother. You can lower hostility directly. Love it. You can make the clearance longer. Love that too. And sure, we'll take longer wine production. Great. I don't think I need anything else from you. I mean, I could buy a lot of barrels, but I don't think I need to. I think we're all right, but I do need to go check my trading. There we go. We've got a bunch of harpies. Let's go ahead and investigate that, and we will investigate this. All right. Oh, look, we opened up another one. Pretty great. Forager's camp has no deposits nearby. Well, I think we can fix that, because I'm relatively certain we've opened up a bunch of things that we can do with a forager's camp. Yeah. work, then you know what? Let's go ahead and do this for our screenshot. Just gotta highlight my whole screen. Save that. What is today? 9/12/A. There we go. And you and space. Because I think what's going to happen is I think we're going to go back into the year, and people are just going to be so happy that we win instantly. Sure, let's lower trade route travel times. That sounds like a great way to make money. We've got so many bonuses now from all of the things that we've opened. Hey, let's go ahead and open this. And let's do that. With this set of beavers. There we go. Just very nicely working our way down. Take a look at our trade routes. We have 781 grain. We have 781 grain. Guys, we have 781 grain. This is a lot of grain. Like, this is famine levels of grain. Let's go ahead and see what we can do about opening up more glades. Because see, let's see, if we get all three of those, that would get us up to 14. Now again, the deed is 30. 30 glades, and then 20 caches, and maybe 400 amber in storage. All of which are doable if we have enough time, but I don't think we have enough time. I think time is going to be our enemy here. Okay. I mean, really, I could also do the thing where I try to get the 40 infused parts in storage. Yeah, let's try for that while we're here. Or not infused parts, infused tools. Excuse me. Okay. So it needs copper bars and coal to make parts, but for infused tools we need copper bars and spark dew. We have all of that. Fantastic. Oh, lizards like working in here. Cool. Okay. Let's see if we can do that. I mean, it looks like we've stalled out as far as happiness goes. And we've got 145 amber. Okay, okay. Solid. Solid. Okay, so this we need to solve this part right away. And then... if we get both of those, that will take us up to, I think, 9 caches and 14 glades, I think. I might be miscounting. So I'm trying to make sure I catch every single one that we do, because it'd be frustrating, right, to go for a deed and then find out you didn't do enough. Okay, storage got built. Hi, Jorg. So first off, I want all of your money. Sure, food production, plant production, ale production, love all that. I don't think I want to buy anything up here because you've got so much. Like, I've got a ton of food. I guess I could buy basic foodstuffs. You've got a lot of basic foodstuffs. If I give you 2 ancient tablets and, like, 291 cloth and, like, 194? Did I count that right? Not quite. 6, okay, and then I guess 17 bricks. That'll leave us with 80 of each building type. We can sell you 4 packs of trade goods without any issue. It's not by the broccoli. In fact, let's sell you some broccoli. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about food for a long time. You didn't have tools, did you? Yeah, of course not. No. Of course you didn't have tools. Why would you have tools? Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, I know exactly what to do about that. We're gonna just swing you a little bit north and cut into this glade. Is that the most efficient path into that glade? No idea. But it's what we're doing. Okay, now I don't want to deal with this, so let's go ahead and bring these guys around this way. Hey, there we go. Now we're going to fire them. That's not quite enough, so we're going to fire one of these guys. And then I'm thinking this, which will raise it back up. So if we fire one of these guys, that gets us back down again. You've got all the tools you need. herbalist camp has no deposits nearby. Well, where's the herbalist camp? Oh, right. Okay, I forgot about you. Let's go ahead and collect these herbs. Meanwhile, we're about to make a ton of money. Let's see, it's also frustrating to go for a deed and then find out that you ground out 10 times what you needed. Chat's ragging on me because this person knows that one time I went for the 40 infused tools in storage deed, but I misread it as 400. So I spent, you know, like 20 years just grinding out infused tools that I did not need to be grinding out. They take forever to make. So, yeah, you're not wrong. It definitely is frustrating when that happens. But that's why you gotta read, people. You gotta read. Alright, well, we're gonna get the maximum points you can get from having amber. Which is from having 200 amber, but the deed is 400, so we're aiming for 400. Ooh, we got enough resin to do this, and it's a hostility decrease. Heck yeah! Let's decrease that hostility. But hostility went up while we do that, so actually let's cancel. And let's send 2 harpies in to get more amber, I think. Also, that's another glade. I should mark off on my little check pad of all the glades I'm opening. Oh, and that's another glade. Okay. Scouts working faster, I think, is the most important one here. Let's add a beaver back there. Add a beaver back here. Add 3 beavers up here. Scouts are idle. Investigate it. Go. Alright. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. That's fine. We're just gonna move you, I guess, down here. And we will swoop. Swoop. Just a little bit of swoopage. Just right there. Okay. So that's those. And how are we doing on our tools? Well, we've got 12. You know, I think I'm going to switch to having these guys on copper mining. For one thing, they'll love doing it, but that way we'll be certain that we have tons of copper. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Okay. Where are there? So that guy's getting these 2. Where are there more glades that we can get? There's one in the corner here, but I don't know if I want to get that yet. Let's go for this dangerous glade right here. Feels like an extra long episode since we're almost at the 2-hour mark. But that's what happens when you go for these involved type of achievements. Sure, let's grab a guild house. I'm not going to make a guild house because making a guild house would instantly win the game. I have sold so much stuff. Stonecutter's camp has no deposits nearby. What? But there's so much more stone to get. you're not a tier 3 solely because I didn't build any comforting buildings. So, you know, I'm feeling an outdoor forum. That'll get us 10. And then what if we just continued this fence? Oh, we opened up another glade. No caches, though. Let's take a look at our trade routes. Trade routes are all done. Oh, we don't have enough packs of provisions. Okay, why not? Probably don't have enough people working it. Can I get tools? Well, we have 10 infused tools. And now that we've got so much copper bars coming in, right, like just a ton of copper bars. Well, there's another glade. That we can... I think we have to do this one with planks. Hostility decreased by another 5. Love it. Or another 50. Let's go ahead and put a couple of lizards in here making simple tools. We have done so many dangerous glade events that we are going to get a ton of points from them. Just so many points. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, you know, I feel like you can totally be opening up another glade back here. And I feel like you can be opening up another couple of glades back here. So let's see here. That'd be 1, 2, 3. Dang it. Yep, didn't get the glades. So what we did get was we won a game on the Scarlet Orchard. That's nice. We got 25 points of reputation through resolve total, because you can't get that in a single game. We've got Discovery 3, discover 80 glades, win a game with a restored Rainpug Foundry. You know, that was not one of the ones I'd marked off, so I should probably pull that up. Yeah, Rainpunk Foundry. Cool. Rolling in Well 6, so trade goods worth 5,000 amber. So, 1273. We won. We had 420 from the reputation. We had 4 impatience left because we were kind of ignoring the queen for a long time. We completed 7 orders. We got 17 regular events. We got 9 dangerous events. We had 1 forbidden event. Nobody died. Nobody left. We finished before year 12. Not that I wanted to. With more than 60 villagers in here, and we had more than 200 amber in the bank. So I didn't get any of the 3 deeds I was going for, but that's alright. We did still win our second game on very hard, and you know what that means. That means next time we are looking at impossible. So, that's going to do it for this episode of Against the Iron Storm. I've been the Dread Canary. I appreciate the time you spent with me so far. Just remember, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, give me ideas for future series that you'd like to see. Maybe on this game, maybe other games that you want me to check out that are free on the Epic Store, because I am doing this with no income from it. So free samples of games are a great idea for how to make content. Again, if you sat through this long of a video, I appreciate all the time that you spend with me. That's a lot of attention to pay to my little Let's Plays, and I hope to see you in the next one. In the meantime, have yourself a great day.